Well, hello folks, and back in the workshop. Now, this is just a quick little video because I just basically found myself in a bit of a conundrum, obviously with battery chargers. Well, very recently, my battery charger that I had actually stopped working, and luckily I've got two others, and the only problem is I've got these hard wire connections to the bikes that I've got, which allows you to actually charge the battery without removing it from the bike, which is great for, maintenance, charging, and of course, convenience. Now, obviously, motorcycle batteries, you're dealing with sealed up batteries, maintenance free batteries basically, and usually the only thing that kills them is cold weather and lack of use. But to make it easier basically to charge the batteries, now obviously the charging connections, the hardwired connections for the bikes that I was using, obviously unique to the charger, which I don't have anymore because it packed up. So basically I've had to find my way around it and just, a bit of an alternative. And I'll show you what we've got to start with. Now obviously one of the battery chargers that I actually had, that I've still got, sorry, which I'm using, has this type of connection. Now obviously anybody who remembers Tamiya radio controlled cars, well, remember the old 7.2 volt battery pack it used to plug into those? Well, this is what this basically is. Obviously this is the male end, okay, and on the battery charger, which I can show you briefly, is we have the female end. Now this is basically what is, the wire I'm holding is the battery charger, and this is, plugs straight into this little hard wire which goes into Biff the monkey bike, and he's on charge at the moment. So I wanted to make sure that I could actually use this charger with the Tamiya connectors for the other hardwired motorcycle sockets. Okay, so I came up with a bit of a solution, and a while ago I actually bought these. I think I bought them on eBay, and these are really nice, useful 12 volt connectors. Okay, now obviously they're designed to handle 12 volt current, and they're easily put together. Okay, and obviously give you a quick demonstration if I can. Then we've got the female end, and of course here we have got the male end, and obviously they're designed, if I can do it the right way around, they're actually designed to plug in nice and snug, okay, and of course then quick and easy to remove the connections. So I'm sure you can imagine all kinds of possibilities for these things. Obviously 2-pin connectors, or for 2 wires basically. So just going to give you a bit of an insight into these little connectors, because I am quite impressed with these actually. Well, as you can see here, I've got some of these little waterproof grommets. Now usually these are designed to slide onto the wire first, each wire, because these little fellas actually disappear up inside the hole, okay, obviously when the wire is in, and the good thing about that is it actually stops any water from getting inside. And also you've got this nice, like a cushion, but also a waterproof seal on the actual connector itself. And usually how it works is with these ones, we have these pins, okay, these are the actual connectors. Quite as easy to use as well. The wire goes through the center, and then obviously with ordinary, I use long nose pliers, which allow me to actually squish them around the wires, okay, and they're rather good, and it's quite easy to do actually, because then two types of pins, you have the ones with the long pin, and then you have the ones here which are basically, these ones go in the male connector, and of course the pins go into the female connector. And if we look inside this one, I don't know if you can see it or not, you can actually see this is the female connector. We've got the long pins protruding through, and obviously then, the sockets, obviously on this end of it, these are designed to slide inside once they're on the wire. Nice and easy slide inside, and once they're crimped onto the wires, it's pretty good, to be honest with you. And a nice waterproof connection. As you can see from this piece of wire, it's quite resilient. I'm pulling on that quite hard, and you know, there is no real sort of like, you know, tendency for them to pull out once they're inserted. You can actually remove the wires from the connectors if you want to, but you know, just basically a quick little tip for anybody who's got a problem with you know, any electrical connections that need to be made. Or now, the good thing I like about these is they're also removable. So when it's plugged in, okay, so basically what I've got one battery charger, okay, which I can use on 2 different types of connector. Also, now I took a bit of a risk really, but you know, didn't think about it too much. These are basically the standard crocodile clips from my old battery charger. Well, the one that's I can use now, and I thought, well, rather than just having these hardwired on the end, I put a plug on the end of it. Here, this connector, which allows me to actually remove the adapter for the hard wire to the motorcycle battery, and I can put these back on at all. So then that allows me, I'm easily capable then of using these to charge an ordinary heavy duty car style battery. So quite happy with that anyway. But thanks for watching, and you know, if you've got any questions, or you know, hope it's useful to you, and we'll see you soon.